What's up, guys? So today we're gonna be working on this turbo truck. Sick ass setup, bro. Just fucking nasty. Check that out. Got some welds and everything. We're gonna be doing a 2-4 drop. So we're gonna do lowering springs on the front, and then the rear we're gonna do the flip kit, the lift hanger, and special request, they wanted me to weld the flip kit saddle to the differential. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of all that. But yeah, I just want to show you guys. Sick. Boom. Alright guys, so I just got done with the front. I had to go ahead and get new upper and lower control arms for the ball joints. They're pretty worn out. The inner and outer tie rods are still good. So let me go ahead and explain why I kind of decided to do the drop spring instead of a drop spindle. In this situation, it wouldn't have made a difference. It still would have just been 2 inches. But the way this wheel is made, from what he was telling me, like the dimensions, it'll clear a drop spindle. But most of you guys aren't gonna go and buy welds. They're gonna get like Race Stars or Forge Stars or some other kind of small wheel, or maybe you're not even gonna like get any of those smaller wheels. But the thing is, like, you can't fit a 17 with the drop spindle because that bolt's gonna hit. So what you have to do is run the drop spring in the front. That's why I went ahead and did that, and it'll still be able to align with the stock suspension. Anything after 3 inches, that's when you kind of need to upgrade to the upper control arm for dropping the truck. Or in that situation, you should have just done the lower arm if your goal was 3 inches. But then I would just recommend you to do the upper also to get that good alignment. So you have to remember, what drops the truck is your lower control arm, but what aligns the truck is the upper control arm. So just those little things to point out. But like I said, upper lower control arms are brand new. The shocks were still good. I went ahead and checked those out. So what we're gonna do in the back, I'm gonna put the wheels back on and everything. Let me see, let me get under there. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna replace this hanger, take off that drop shackle, and do a stock shackle, the flip kit, and a lift hanger. I kinda wish I had the hangers just for the front. That way I wouldn't have to mess with the cow tracks and all that stuff. I might take a look at it and see if maybe Summit has them, and I'll just wait and do the front. But I'm really just thinking about doing the flip kit and the lift hanger. Set them out of 4. The problem with that is that he wasn't able to get the brackets, like the flip kit application bracket. This is like the stock saddle application one. So let me see what I can do, because I mean, I still haven't done the back, so I can still kind of switch it up. But yeah, I mean, the truck's pretty cool. It just has stock shocks in the back, drop shackles, cow tracks, and that's it, pretty much it. So right now we'll just put the front wheels on, and then I'll see if we still end up doing the flip kit, or if we do those front hangers. See what's up. Alright guys, so today we're doing the back. Just got off the phone with Calvert Racing for the Caltrax. I'm waiting for my Caltrax, and then I'm waiting for Caltrax for another homeboy, and he's been waiting like 2-3 weeks. Turns out they sent him to the wrong guy's house. Apparently we have the same last name. But the guy was pretty cool. He agreed to meet me later on today and just give me my stuff. Other than that, it would have just been up to like FedEx to pick up the stuff, and then I would have waited even longer. So had I gotten the Caltrax, it probably would have came in like Monday. But since I don't have them, I can't drop the new truck yet. So today what we're doing, I'm already like halfway there. I had to take out the leaf springs yesterday because one of the emergency brake cables, I guess whenever they did the Caltrax, they didn't throw the cable back on the other side of the leaf spring, so I had to like pull out the whole leaf spring. But I mean, that's cool. And then the passenger side, I had to loosen it up a little bit, that way I can like swing it under the diff. I have the diff jacked up right now. What I'm doing right now, I'm cutting the rivets, and it's really hard. So if you have a step side, and if you can, take the bed off, man. It makes this shit a lot easier. The only reason I didn't take the bed off was because I wasn't gonna finish last night, so I wasn't gonna leave the bed out there. And so right now I already did the little cuts. What I'm about to do, get some earplugs and start knocking them out with the air chisel. So let me show you guys what I mean by the cuts. Let's see. So right there. Alright, so yeah, what you want to do is cut those rivets like in little pieces. That way whenever you hit it with the air hammer, they come off real easy. And then it has a bolt in there. I don't know if you guys see it. It should be like a 15. Take that guy out once you're done. I couldn't really cut the other rivet, so I'm gonna see if I can like just take it off with the air hammer without cutting it up a little bit. I wish I could have got at least a cut or two in there. The other side, I did get a few cuts on them. So I'm gonna knock those out and then clean this part of the frame. I mean, for the frame of the diff, just clean it up a little bit. That way I can weld the flip kit on there, the flip kit saddle, because they wanted me to. I don't usually do that, but I mean, special requests. And then what you want to do is do a cut right here, unless you want to knock this rivet out too, which you can, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. I usually just do like a whole cut right here, and then the whole thing just comes off. But you can knock off the rivet and then everything would just fall off. Be careful if you have a step side, because if you're banging this guy with the hammer and then boom, you hit it over here, you could crack the bed. You know, they're real delicate. The other side's already cracked. I don't know, that a little bar thing's just like hanging on there, so I need to be really careful with these. Because you can't fuck them up. They're just what, like fiberglass. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. If you're using an air hammer, put on some earplugs, you know, save your hearing, because hearing damage is permanent. It's not something you can get back. And then that's pretty much it. Just put that new hanger on. I might clean the frame a little bit and just like do a little weld right there for the new one, and then clean the diff, put the flip kit on. Alright guys, so I got the hangers on and everything. I just gotta tighten them up. I don't know if y'all remember when I told her that it was kind of hard to get to that one rivet. Well, I sort of had to take the bumper off and push the bed up to get the bumper out. Took off the 218s, the 15 up there. That way I could get to that rivet that goes here and on the other side too. And I was able to knock them out. So I got the hangers on right now. I'm about to tighten them up. In order for you to do this, because this truck came with drop shackles, that would pick it up a little bit too much. You need to do a stock shackle to be at a 4. And then these hangers are adjustable, so the higher you put them up, the less it's gonna drop, or the more it's gonna drop basically. So if you were to put this hanger flush with the frame, that's a 5. You leave it like right here where it's at, that's a 4. So basically flush on top 4, flush on the bottom 5. And it's a reverse hanger. That's just the way it works, because if it would have just been the flip kit, it would have dropped 6 inches and it would have dropped a little too much. Would have been at a 2.6. So our goal right here was to achieve a 2.4. I already cleaned up the diff where the flip kit's gonna sit. I already went ahead and cleaned off the paint off of it, and that way catch some good welds. And then I'll just spray it again. Did the same thing on that side. So right now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tighten everything up, put the stock shackles on that I have here, and then put the flip kit on, see where it's gonna sit, and then tack it and weld it. Alright, so I already started welding the flip kit to the differential. I had a really hard time getting the ground. So I did the best thing. I grounded the saddle part. I was trying to, I grinded down the paint off the shock mount part, and it still wasn't giving me spark or a good ground. So I just went ahead and cleaned it up right there in the little ear, and boom, I got it in there. It's pretty much because all the paint and the stuff that's on it. And well, yeah, so I already got some pretty good tacks on this side, welds on that side, weld on the other one, and tacks on the other side. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna take it apart again pick up the diff high enough to where like I can weld it, just let the leaf springs chill right there. So I'm removing the U-bolts again, the saddles and the all that stuff. The only thing that's staying on there stuck is the flip kit thing. The one thing I do recommend y'all guys is to like sort of get even welds on each side, or tacks, whatever, because keep in mind when you're welding, if you do like a full bead on one side, it's gonna pull that side. So you could do like half and half or catty corner or whatever, just to like keep it even where it's at. So that's kind of something I'm gonna have to do on that side, because I only tacked it on that side. So that's probably gonna be the full side that I'm gonna weld the outside portion, and then because this side I already got it kind of welded, and then the part where there's a gap, well, I'm gonna have to throw an extra bead on that. But the whole reason why I'm doing this is so the flip kit doesn't come off or whatever, because they were telling me that like on these high horsepower vehicles, they've had like divs just fly out in the back. So I'm like, oh shit. Let me go ahead and weld that stuff together. So we'll finish welding that, and then I got pretty much done tying everything up. Put the bumper back on, put the wheels on, and then it's ready to go home.